Hello, and thank you for coming by, Keeping Up with Queen Tosa. I am your host, Queen Tosa. Enjoy the show. I'm so excited you are here. Please like and subscribe.
All right, guys, thank you all for coming back. We had a small technical difficulty, but we are definitely back with the show. And right, I want to say this. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel, are um, following our backup channel, Queen Tulsa fan page. Also, if you are new to this channel, please like, subscribe, and also share. Okay, we are back. Yes, we are. Stop by the show to show some love. I hit the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, Nina's the princess. Okay. Hello, baby. One mic, stop, no show, baby. We're right back at it. Okay. So I'll give you guys, I don't know if you guys have a rundown of, but okay. So I was letting you guys know that Tokyo Toni was a great mom. She did what she had to do. She spoiled her daughter and so forth, so forth. And it was an amazing situation. Eventually, Chyna went into the club and, she got famous off of that with the rapper Tyga. And also, she hooked up with Rob Kardashian, which is a now her child's father. They have a child together, Dreamy. And, so about 5 years ago, um, Blac Chyna had filed a lawsuit against the Kardashians, and it was for the S shaming. Hello, it was for the S shaming. Yeah, it was for the S shaming. Okay, and so now we are going to get into the article. It says days after the first episode of the Kardashians premiered on Hulu, rapper Blac China's case she filed 5 years ago against her ex fiance, Rob Kardashian, and his family finally heads to a Los Angeles court today. The former couple, who share a daughter, Dream, were once the subjects of E! Reality series Rob and China. When the show was midway through filming its second season, the couple split and the show was indefinitely put on hold. Months later, China filed a massive lawsuit against the family, alleging that Rob was physically abusive and that Kim, Chloe, Chris, and Kylie Jenner conspired to get Rob and China canceled. As the trial gets underway, and the famous family finds itself embroiled in yet one more drama. Here's everything you need to know. A brief timeline of Rob and China and Rob and China. Blac Chyna, real name Angela Renee White, and the youngest child of Chris and Robert and the youngest child of Chris and Robert Kardashian went public with their relationship in January 2016. 3 months later, they announced their engagement, followed by news of her pregnancy in May. In June, Rob and China was greenlit for its first season on E! The 6 episode reality series aired in the fall, with China giving birth to their daughter in November. From the very beginning, there were rumors of strife between the rapper, model, and her fiance family, but they exploded into public view in December. She claimed her Instagram had been hacked when a screenshot of a note stating that she left Rob and took her baby without his knowledge was posted to her account. A series of back and forth accusations followed, with Rob accusing China of cheating and China accusing Rob of refusing to seek help for his mental health issues. By 2017, their relationship entered even rockier Terrian when Rob posted nude photos of China on his social media, prompting her to take out a restraining order. This incident will be tried separately. and a trial set to begin in May. That month, E confirmed that season 2 of Rob and China had not been in production for several months. A spokesperson told Variety that the show had been axed prior to their revenge porn scandal and romantic fallout. So, why is Blac Chyna suing the Kardashians? In 2017, in October 2017 to be exact, China filed a sprawling lawsuit that named Rob, Kim, and Khloe Kardashian and Kris and Kylie Jenner as defendants. Charges against Rob include assault, battery, and harassment, while the rest of the family is accused of defamation. Rob Kardashian is an abuser intent on destroying Angela White, the mother of his baby who left him in 2016, the lawsuit stated. In revenge, the Kardashian Jenner family became media predators, slamming her social media and killing her television show, which had already begun filming a second season. According to the suit, E planned to air a second season of Rob and China covering the couple's journey as co parents. Even after they had split up, China claims they were well into production when the Kardashians interfered to have the show scrapped. She alleges the Kardashians, Jenners, made up a story about China physically assaulting Rob and pressured executives at the network to immediately suspend production. Kardashians filed a separate assault lawsuit against China, which he dropped in February 2022. Also mentioned as a motive in the suit, is it that Rob and China would have interfered with another Keeping Up with the Kardashians spinoff, Life of Kylie, that E series went on to premiere in the summer of 2017, and allegedly conniving? Okay, let's take this back because now it's about to take a turn, and allegedly conniving against China, the family was flexing their muscles so as to destroy Miss White's career so that she was no longer able to compete against the Kardashian Jenner women as an entrepreneur and social media influencer, the suit said. The suit continued, and killing the second season of Rob Kardashian, defendants ensured that the E Network had room in its schedule for Kylie Jenner to star in her own show, in which she heavily promoted Kylie Cosmetics, which was once in direct competition with Lash by Blac Chyna. All right, we're going to move forward. And now we are about to swim, guys. As a result, the suit claims Chyna was cheated out of millions she would have earned from the show and other revenue streams. I agree. What happened after China filed the lawsuit? In October 2020, a judge denied a motion filed by the Kardashians to dismiss China's lawsuit. Woohoo! Okay, so that was pressure on her defendants. Okay, as we can see. China's lawyer, Lynn Ciani, told US Weekly that Blac Chyna will seek millions in compensatory and punitive damages from Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and Kylie Jenner for defamation, intentional interference with contracts, and intentional interference with prospective economic advantage. A judge later ordered the production company behind Rob and China to hand over unaired footage from the second season. Who will be testifying at the trial? Jury selection began today, Monday, for the trial, which is expected to last for 10 days. Kris Jenner, Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian, and Khloe Kardashian will all give live testimony. Rob and China producer Ryan Seacrest, who co-created and produce Keeping Up with the Kardashians and serve as an executive producer on Hulu's The Kardashian, is also expected to testify. China will be the first witness called to the stand and will be present for the entire trial, according to her lawyer. All right, guys, so listen, this is heavy. This is heavy. This is heavy in the streets. And I would like to get some feedback. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What's going on in your what's going on right now? I want to hear some people sound off Gigi's World of Conspiracies. Oh, listen, hit that link. Oh, I didn't even put the link. I do apologize. Let's go ahead and put the link in the chat, guys. Let me go ahead and put the link in the chat. We did start a new live. I do apologize about that. So you guys can engage. And listen, I want to say this is not a bash. This is not a beat down. This is just us getting our inside, getting our scoop, giving our opinion, however we want to say it, however we want to dress it up, you know? But however, we are going to talk about it because the Kardashians, as we have known, you know, the men that the young ladies have previously been with, you know, where are they now? Where are their careers now? And my opinion is, yeah, they had that same energy. Oh, yeah, the same energy. The same energy. Anybody that has dated, married into that family, it's just I feel like things are just now starting to just really come out because they were holding up a facade for so long and now things are starting to hit the fan. And that's with the relationship, that's with their their secrets that they've been holding and hiding. And now they're coming out. Well, Nikki, there's a link in the chat. Feel free to hit that link. And there is a call in number if you're unable to call in. But your question is, thank you for that question. It's a really good question. Why do people blame the Kardashians for the weak men they date? Well, it's coming to light. You know, everything is coming to light. Thank you, Nina Supreme. These men, that was a very great comment, Nina. Nikki says, these men were all damaged before they got with the Kardashians. Okay. So let me say this. The man that you're dating, what is he damaged? Because I want to know. Because I want to be fair. And Nikki, if you want to call in, the number is 940-277-6546. If you guys want to call in instead of get in on the link and we can be you know, we can have a great engagement. We can agree to disagree because I feel like this is a topic that needs to be discussed and is not really spoke on. However, let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. And speaking of, we're gonna run into the Shauna Brooks, you know, the Shauna Brooks case. Oh yeah. Because Benzino has fired back. Let's see. Okay, thank you. Okay, think we have a guest in here, and we'll hold off on that story. All right. Okay, welcome, Supreme. How are you?
How you doing, sis?
I'm well. Thank you for coming up. Hello to Whether We Break Chains production. How are you, my sister?
I'm holding on.
Awesome. Well, listen,
How
guys,
you
ladies.
doing? How you doing?
What's up, ladies?
Yes, listen, ladies. I want y'all to sound off on this topic. Let us know what you guys are thinking about the topic. What's going on? What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all feelings?
You can go first, sweetie, if you want to.
Okay. I think we all, and some of the men that they've been involved with were young, and I think we all have been swept up in something and not realizing what you're getting into. And, then they were the popular girls at the time and what the world claims to be the standard of beauty at the time. Also, we all have free will to make choices to do whatever we want to. That's one thing. Sometimes people can see that somebody's weak and they prey on the weak. And I think sometimes that the Kardashians did what they did to come up. I mean, even with the mom, the men she chose, the people she married, always a come up. I don't know really much. I'm not gonna speak on the father that's passed away because I try not to speak on the dead. But Mr. Bruce, he had something to hide, and for whatever reason, Miss Jenna, she knew that for a long time what was going on with him. But that was a weak point in him that she saw, I feel, and that she could uprise and climb up the ladder with it no matter what was going on behind the scenes with them. Women have more intuition than most men. Even with Paul Lamar, I think he's a nice guy. I just feel like they probably could tell he was on a championship Laker team and stuff like that. All of that brings um, so much light to their family. And long as they're with someone that's winning, it's cool. That's even with Tristan and stuff. It's part of winning teams and stuff, and that helps their name rise. Even marrying Kanye. I mean, you can't. Back then, I mean, he still is one of the number one producers in the world. It's always associations to them where they can rise. Even when with the Ray J thing at that time, Ray J was starting to pop off. So I
Hmm.
think sometimes people see other people's weaknesses that we might not see, and men are human beings too. And I think all most of those guys were probably guys that weren't really popular in school or stuff like that, or the best looking guy. And now you got all this money, and one of the prettiest girls in the world that the world admires wants you. You got to just think about it. Even that Chris dude, that all the dudes that Kim Kardashian married, you have to just look. Even with the goofy guy she's with now, look, they pick certain type of men. That's my opinion.
Okay. Great opinion. Um, to hold on. Let me take this down. I'm trying to put everybody's name up so everybody can see each other's name. Together we break chains. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions?
Wow. I have a lot of opinions, but whether they're relevant or not, I happen to be stuck right here in the middle of a Holly weird, where all the weird stuff go on. Everybody talk, and a lot of things that are not being said openly. When you're in those areas, you get to see and you get to hear more stuff that is brushed up underneath, the rug when it comes to these Hollywood elites and things of that nature. And I agree with Supreme. She chooses men. They choose men. They target them first and foremost. It's not like the men run after them, because if you can remember, they actually had a magazine where they put that they were the only KKK that will allow black men in, and they took a big hit, and black people were absolutely pissed off at them because that was not cute, and it didn't even need to be said.
So do you feel like the
And
black
so
men
Wendy
were
Williams,
damage control?
I feel like they see the problem out here in California, and I say that because I have a lot of younger females that I mentor, and I have a lot of younger female siblings. the thing of it is people always want to say, well, why do black men choose the lighter skinned women? Well, I have family, and I'm not going to say who they are. They actually do work behind the scenes, like in the music industry, movie industry, and things of that nature. And what we don't understand, well, what people don't understand is when you see the black men with the white women, the various race of women, is purposely done, because what happens is you have some apps. I've seen girls behind stage, backstage, you know, and there's some absolutely knockdown, gorgeous black women. But what happens is they make them push all the white women to the forefront. So as they open the door, they push the black women away, and they put all the Caucasian women in front. And so this is all these guys are being thrown is, white women, mixed. And I'm no hate on any other race of woman, because a woman to me, we all go through the same things. We don't feel the same things, but we all have the same functions basically. But this is what I've seen. Um, I'll just go ahead and share. Like, there's a group called Troop. One of the first concerts I went to with my family, I always was, backstage, and I was sitting there and I was watching how they were throwing all the Caucasian women ahead of all the black women. And because the guys in the group love black women, they kept trying to force these different races of women, but they stuck with their own race. You have to have a strong mind. You have to not allow somebody to dictate what you feel is a good match for you, because this happens all the time. That's why you see, even with sports, there was a young man, he was talking about it as well, and I thought that I was just seeing things. But he came out and say, when we are out there, they throw white women, different races of women. There's some absolutely gorgeous, knockdown, beautiful black women, but they throw those women at us constantly. So, of course, that person may be easier to get, and sometimes you don't know what you're getting into. But as far as the Kardashians, they pick and they choose who they go after. They want to stay relevant, because if you really put out here, they're not popping like everybody think they are. They're not relevant like they think they are. They do things to stay in the limelight. Like if they find you, Supreme and Queen, if they find you guys or anybody in the chat, and they know that you guys are, popping, they're gonna latch on to you, try to befriend you, so that they can stay relevant. And another thing,
Right.
the young girl, she lied and stated that she was worth $1 billion. So out here, California is very, very money hungry. When she was running around here lying, stating that she was worth $1 billion on her own, I don't know how it got found out, but they found out that the Kardashians actually helped her pad those numbers, and so she was faced with trying to having to pay taxes on that $1 billion. So what I'm saying is, with the Kardashians, they do, and it's not a secret out here, they do use witchcraft. Once they get with these men, they do use witchcraft. There was a rapper, they snatched down his video, and he stated that he was messing with one of the Kardashian sisters. And when you looked at his interview, you could tell that this boy was still like taunted. And he stated that, he got up because he was thirsty, and he started walking through the house. And he said that he went downstairs, and he went into some room, and they were all dressed with black hoods, and they had like a big old type of thing under, like a X, some kind of what they used to light candles and contact devils and stuff. I forgot what you call that, but they had candles burning. And he said he was so afraid he just took off and never went back. So it is known that the Kardashians do use witchcraft, and if you find weak-minded people, they definitely can use witchcraft on you. But the problem is, whoever has been praying for for Kanye West, even though he's, not so stable. Whoever has been praying for him, I believe that portions of that curse was broken and portions of it is not. And so they thought that they could punk him, but if you really don't, if you really pay attention, with like I have family in Arkansas to do witchcraft. They say that once you do witchcraft on somebody and that spell is broken, that person begins to hate you. So it's pretty much to me sounding like that curse is probably broken, and Kanye West is going after her with everything because he knows all their secrets. He's
Hmm.
been around the longest. So I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys. I hope you get what I'm saying.
I
No,
agree
you.
with everything. Yeah, I agree with everything you saying, sister. My bad, Miss Tulsa. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you okay? I just wanted to if I guess we can just like share the questions. I'll read one, and then I guess whenever I click on the next one, y'all read it. But this one says Lamar did drugs before Chloe. Scott was a spoiled rich kid. Kanye had been showing his mentally unstable actions for years. Tyga is still Tiger.
And
Well,
may I say that? May I say this? I
Go
want to
ahead.
say this.
Go
I
ahead.
agree with everything that you said, sister. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point. But I don't think they think about color because you have to start with what we know, and that's the mom. She
Well,
never was with a black man until being with black men were popular. They use athletes that are of some type of stature, which is the Wheaties guy, you know what I'm saying? And then even the lawyer she had, and like I said, very prominent. But Bruce Jenner was a very famous athlete, and even when they brought the TV station in,
or her
you
name
know,
is
he he was the only name really anybody knew. Bruce Jenner and everybody.
Well, no.
My dad,
Hold on.
my father. Go
so
ahead.
Supreme.
I'm sorry.
Her
they
name
going
is
out of here in
Caitlyn.
California saying that one of those Kardashian girls is actually O.J. Simpson's child, and they want.
Maybe I'm not sure, ma'am. And they say, and that might be so, but that shows how the mom moves around to the money. It stems with the mom. You see, everything we talking about is the mama, how she moves. They just moving like
Yep.
how they mama showed them. And at the end of
Oh,
the
she
day,
tried to get Harvey too, and Steve Harvey's wife. Oh, baby, she wasn't having it. She was like, "Oh, we're gonna shut this down right now."
and see back then when Bruce Jenner was famous, people wasn't getting no 30, $40 million basketball deals. It's easier just to go to a basketball game and sit and look and be them and find a Lamar or somebody that has a $50 million or $20 million deal and
Yeah,
attach yourself to that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think Lamar he left Taraji P Henson. Is that right?
I don't know.
I think he was dating her and end up she ended up breaking up with him to be with her. It's how they go about doing it. It's the it people. They know how to get it in place where a person has a significant amount of money. They're getting guys that's getting 30 and $40 million contracts with their mama being such a good business person and a good manager. She's gonna help them triple that money or double that money. So they're feeling good about being with these women when they're with them because the mom is the manager. She's gonna make sure she takes them to get all these other endorsement deals that they're not getting besides their whatever they already have with them
But it's
already
almost
being.
like she's prostituting her daughters, though. That's what it
I
seems
mean,
like.
but it stems from the mother. She's the one that sold the sex tape. You have to realize that when they realized that that sex tape had been released,
And they
you have
got
to realize.
paid for it too. They got paid
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, the mother, and that's what catapulted them. That sex tape, and then Bruce Jenner, the renowned Olympic winner, being associated and married to this family. That it was okay. It was American Pie. It was okay to put this on TV, and everybody loved the Wheaties guy. Everybody loved Bruce Jenner. You just have to be, like it's the mom. I ain't gonna lie to you. That mama is she the she, you know everything they do. I don't agree with nothing they doing. But if you want to talk about business, how to get money and network and grind and woo 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 woo, that mama knows how to get to the money, and it's her doing it. She sold that sex tape. They made a whole lot of money off her. She made a deal with a what do you call it? Film. What type of films are those? Pornographic film company to sell that sex tape with Ray J. Then they just kept going on, and as you see, they attach themselves to people that are none of the men they are with are under 20, 30 million. And then you have to look at Kim now. She's not with no black dude. She with a white dude, but he's very popular, and the kids really like him. So you can't just make it be about black or white because they just moving around to where the money at, and like you said, to stay popular and stay relevant. That's how I see it because
Right.
uh,
Now I was
you know
looking at the comment. It seemed like Nikki had got upset when I was talking, and I don't like that because I don't like offending anybody in stuff that I
So here,
say.
we'll read some of her, we'll read some
Huh?
of her comments so you can get caught up. I said we'll read some of her comments so you can get caught up. So her first comment was the Lamar did drugs before Chloe. Scott was a spoiled rich kid. Kanye had been showing his mentally unstable actions for years. Tyga is still Tiger. Then this comment is Chris was not a poor girl. She loved Bruce. She's the one who saved Bruce because he was going broke because of his bad money handling. Okay. And then she says, Chris lifestyle, she was bound to marry a rich man. That's the circles they run in. Understandable. And then she says, since they were young, they dated black. It's not a new thing. That's their preferences. They don't force these men. She also says, oh, come on, black men who choose white women is because they want to. Don't say they got white women thrown at them. They
oh my God. Let me press mute.
choice what they don't know or see black women. They Everybody in Hollywood pretends to have more than they have. And then she says, witchcraft, I'm out. This just got ridiculous. I'll catch the next video.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to disrespect or bother anybody. I was just
You
trying to
just
tell her.
reporting what you know. You just reporting what you heard and
Yeah,
whatever
if I
information you got.
if
These are
I
your
could
viewers.
if I could definitely find the information that I'm saying when it comes to how these women are thrown. If you listen to some of these basketball players, listen to some of these people when they sit down and have a real conversation with you, and they will tell you that they do throw these women. They do it even in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they want to happen. I wasn't trying to offend her. I wasn't trying to be funny. And as far as witchcraft, it's real. I wasn't trying to disrespect anyone. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, some of them people did have issues before, but when you have a person that knows a weak victim, like I'm not saying this is it, but I was given an analogy when I was working in mental health, and there was a guy talking about how he abused his wife, and nobody had the courage to ask him. So I said, well, why did you abuse your wife? He said, because she let me. So if
Mm.
you allow somebody to do something to you, they're going to keep doing it, and so they're going to bounce from the next one guy to the next guy. They're like Supreme said, they're going to follow the money trail, but it seems that
Yeah,
the
and my
money
point I
trail is
wanted to
going to
make
black people.
the point I want to make, the lady said something about Bruce was down and out and he was on his last leg, which I had pointed out in my conversation that Chris is a hell of a manager. She knows how to work the business.
You did.
You just proved my point by what I'm saying. I
Mhm.
don't really necessarily, and I agree with everything my queen right here, breaking the chain is saying, because it is right. They send women to certain places where they know people gonna be. It's men out there and they have everything for sale to you, whatever you need. If you want to get with that guy and he got women, drugs, whatever you need. You got a toe fetish or something. It's somebody there that's apply to keep these people happy. This is what publishers and managers and whatever have for certain people. Certain people have their own little thing. Certain people might just want to go to their hotel and don't nobody bother them. The people, their handlers, they call them handlers. Their handlers will make sure that person is in their hotel room and nobody bothers them. If they find out that this person wants this and that and another, that handler will make sure that person has that. And if they have to keep it private so it won't mess up the brand, then that's what they'll do. Chris did bring Bruce back. I never said that. What I did say is this lady is an H of a manager. She is managed, and I said that throughout when I was talking. I made sure I said that she is a manager. It all goes back to the mother, and I never said she was no broke woman. I never said no one on this panel ever said she was broke. No one ever said she was looking for a handout or looking for nothing like that. All we were just saying is she was looking to expand her horizon, expand her money, expand her credit, and expand her wealth.
Yeah, and
And go ahead, sister.
in my opinion, exploit black men because
It ain't
really
just black men, Tulsa, because you have
all
to look
men.
at it.
All men.
Yes,
Well,
all men.
I guess I'm still stuck on the Lamar Odom situation because they allegedly was sitting around waiting for him to die.
Because you're right. Because if you look at all the men, if you put the mama's men and all their men in there together, it's probably five black men to three white men or four white men. It's a nice ratio. Bruce White, what's it called white? Travis Barker is white. Who Kim is dating now is white. You see what
Did
I'm
you hear
saying?
listen, Supreme, did you hear about Chloe not letting his Lamar's ex-wife or his children to see him in a hospital because she was the wife and she can make those calls?
That's wrong.
And
That's wrong.
I forgive her for that, but it's just like and then I've heard other things Tokyo Tony allegedly said that her and Rob gets it on.
But do you see that Lamar still has nothing bad to say about Chloe? And if she would take him back, he would be
Because she
open to it.
she he, because she put a candle on him. She
And
put
that's why I really wish that sister wouldn't have dropped because it is something they put on him. Because ain't no way that they put him through all the humiliation and he's
and
just
then he won't
still.
say nothing. Mhm.
Or somebody told him, boy, you better not say nothing. You won't get this little 80,000 or 100,000 a year you supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? That so you can stay afloat. Because it ain't Lamar not making that basketball money no more.
Now listen, do you know what the Baphomet is? Am I
Yes,
saying it right?
yeah, I know what the Baphomet is. You talking about the goat signal? The goat signal?
Yeah.
The goat. It's the
So
beast. Yeah, it's the beast. The mark of the beast. Yes, ma'am.
Blac Chyna got that tatted on her. Whoop the whoop.
She do.
Hmm.
I did not know that, sister. You know what's so mad? What I hate about that? I'm a Capricorn, and that's my sign, the goat. So I
Oh,
I really know a whole lot about it. That's my sign as a Capricorn. So,
see, and I don't know anything about. I ain't into that world, but
I'm
I
not
said,
either, sister. I just know my sign, and
yeah, I said I need to know about it because I need to be able to recognize that stuff.
hold on, hold on,
But
hold on.
yes, okay, our sister
So, Blac Chyna got that tatted on her.
Lamar wants her back so bad. Yes, he does. Vegas the girl said, "Wait, so say that again. What is it? Oh, Baflamin. Is it? Am I saying it right? Baflamin?
Bafa.
Baphomet. Baphomet. Yeah, child. I was looking at a video and I said, and I was hearing it. Well, actually, it was a Tokyo Tony video. And Tokyo Tony has really been, she's been on it. That woman is smart. Look, you know what? I was about to do the same thing because I didn't even look it up or nothing. I just heard about her. She said she got the tattoo down there, and I'm like, oh, I guess that's when she started explaining, I was like, oh, I didn't know what was going on.
I don't know why I got two of these in here.
Which one you want me to take off? Okay.
Take the one off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Not only
Okay.
do they have Baphomet, they have for black people they have Bole, and I've heard of the Bole also as well, and that's where you get into all that actual crazy. It's crazy. It's actually crazy.
What?
Hello.
Aquaman.
Yeah, the Bole.
Oh, yeah, I just seen it. Y'all,
Yeah,
I'm about to
it's
check
a lot that
stuff
goes on
on.
out there. You know, like
Yeah, be careful with that. Hey,
let me say,
this some behind the scenes conversation. Be careful.
Okay.
I'm not scared of them folks.
No, I ain't scared of them, but like you said, you don't,
But it's out there. Everybody knows about it. That's the whole thing. It's out. I mean, so it's not even. They're not even being secretive about anything anymore. So
everything is always in plain sight.
yeah, that's nothing but demonic worship. That's all it is. Different forms.
You're right.
That's
You're
all it is.
right.
And that's what
It's
that's
scary
what
as
they
hell.
use. That's what they thrive in. I mean, they have a lot of those. You know, you ever heard of what do they call it? God, blood bathing or something like that. They do all that too.
Bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nah,
That
it's
blood
scared,
bathing.
bathing.
I forgot.
scared the shit out of me.
It's bathing. She saying it right. Yes, ma'am. I
Blood
heard of
bathing.
Yeah,
all.
all that stuff is up in Hollywood. They do all that. They have dinner parties where they're sitting at tables and the tables are set elegantly and they have people heads sticking out the table while they're sitting there eating. It's just so much stuff that's going on that if you turn a blind eye to it, you won't know, what's going on. And people think that, those people up in Hollywood are rich. They have those humiliation rituals. A lot of people thought that, what Will Smith did to Chris Rock was a humiliation ritual. It's so much stuff that goes on up there to the point where a lot of people, you see them doing a one hit wonder. They're telling you why they don't want it. Like Tony Terry has a video on YouTube, and he was talking about, people were asking him, well, why did you only make one good song? And he said that one day the executive asked him to come to his house. Now you can look at it for yourself on YouTube. And he said that it's a thing, like if this executive told him, if you want to blow up, then we got to do some things. And he was like, never mind. And so he left. He was like, there was supposed to be a big old giant party. He said, I get there. And I'm like, where are the cars at? And he was like, well, I thought we was having a party. And he was the main course of the party. He said, I turned around and left. I'm not about to, do anything like that just to, have record sales and things of that nature. And I was shocked to see that, like, because I always wanted to know what happened to the just got paid man.
Oh
He got,
wow.
he got you talk about the camp guy, he got on drugs bad, sister. He
No,
passed
no,
away.
no. Look on his video. It's on
Not Tony Terry, you talking about the camp guy?
Oh, Tony. Oh, you talking about Tevin Campbell?
No, the dude you said just got paid. His last name
Just
is
got
Kemp.
paid Friday. No, not maybe that's not him. That
His
maybe
name
that's
is
not him.
Kemp. He died from a drug overdose. Tony
That's what the
Terry
other. Yeah,
sings
Tony
a
Terry.
slow
That's his
song.
name. Thank you. That's Tony Terry. Yeah, his story is on YouTube, and he tells exactly what happened. And he goes deep. Put it like that. He's telling stuff, and now people are coming out saying things that has been going on, behind the scenes. And I'm like, this is like, it's sad. You can't even get into the music industry anymore without, having to do things to compromise your integrity.
Well, that's why Master P faded to black and why he's very still solid, but you know why you just be like, oh, why people don't talk about Master P and stuff like they should. 'Cause he does so much, but he not with that. One
Right.
thing he did that was so smart was when he was a dope dealer or whatever, and he had so much money. I don't know the exact amount, but he had enough money to where he could sit down with Michael Jackson's lawyer for one meeting And he did that meeting with that man, and he had the man lay out everything, and he followed that blueprint to where that's why Master P started falling out off. But a lot of y'all people don't know Master P in the South, he owns like 3 or 4 bread companies. He makes all those cereals and the wrap snacks and all that stuff, to where he figured out, well, I ain't got to do all this music to be caught up in all this whatever, ever that's going on. I can
Right.
just
Mhm.
do this way and continue to give back to the community, um, do
And
for
still,
my people, and continue to make money. Like he had his son here last year or the beginning of this year, and they brought a lot of money to Nashville, Tennessee, to Tennessee State University, my
oh wow.
alma mater. His son played basketball here for TSU for I think 1 year, and he's transferred and left now. But it was able to bring so much attention to Tennessee State University. It brought a lot of money, and also the son was one of the first people to be able to play in college and get a sponsor to get sponsored and get paid to play in college. Because that's against sanction and rules. Like that's against the law to
Yeah, I
pay a
heard that
college
they was
player.
trying to change that rule though.
His son did it. Master P and his son did it.
Okay,
Master
okay,
P's
okay.
son got $1 million deal, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
So it's people like him and stuff that's not caught up in the matrix, and even with Snoop Dogg just buying Death Row, he
Mm.
doesn't want it to be involved in what Miss Breaking the Chains is talking about. So he took all Death Row music off of every streaming services. It's only available on NFTs. I don't know if people know what NFTs is, but it's a streaming service where you have to pay for things strictly through crypto or Bitcoin. But you can't get on Spotify and request any Death Row music, period, because he purchased Death Row. He doesn't want that in that type of sector anymore, because nobody like Lady of Rage or nobody like that, they never got a dime.
Right.
So he
Wow.
removed everything so they can get the money.
Yeah.
Wow. Talking about buying back into your buying back in the community.
Yeah.
Well, the place that gave them a start, you know.
So, Queen Tulsa, what do you think is going to happen um, with the Blac Chyna thing? Because I know that I'm not trying to change it like that, but I know that Blac Chyna is trying to have submitted all their financial records, for whatever reason, and they're trying not to have their records submitted into the court system. I don't know what difference it's going to make if they definitely have them records submitted. I don't know what it is. Is it something that she's even going after the amount of money? Is that why?
It's $300 million, and they trying to expose Chris for buying their church and all that money they have in the church she purchased, and all their friends and stuff have tax write-offs for their church. That's
Uh,
why they showed up to court today.
yeah, they don't want their records involved, financial records involved in there. Because I was looking at something, and all of them together, not Blac Chyna, not Kanye West, but Kim and all the Kardashians are worth something point something $billion. This is what was allegedly reported. So I don't know if those are factual numbers.
I don't know that, but I know if you're in LA, are you familiar with the church that's in Las Casas that she purchased? I don't know how many years ago.
Pay no attention to them folks. Don't time those people names are relevant, like I said, unless something is happening. And if nothing is happening, don't nobody really care about them. That's what I'm saying. Everybody, other people, like young people across the world, when they look at their show, they're, oh my God, the Kardashians. But people that are here, we don't care nothing about them unless something like major is popping.
Exactly.
Just because people live up in Hollywood, we don't care. Because I used to live in a part of California, and it was very mountainous. Where mountain lions, and
Hmm.
bears and deer and all that stuff would come down. And Terry Crews lived right up the street from me. We didn't care nothing about that. It's the people that can't get to them, can't touch them, can't see them. And when you see those people on a regular basis, you like, oh, hey, what's up? They just people that make a lot of money. And that's how a lot of us are out here. We don't really freak out and run and scream and holler and jump on those people. We don't care.
Speaking of money, do you think that the Kardashians are gonna try to like settle with her with China because like she is trying to bring a lot of stuff to the forefront. And let's not forget Tokyo Toni is definitely in the mix. She had on her fashions today, child. And they walked up into court. I mean, China was on the phone. Says 100 mil on the line. I'll call you back. Okay.
I think what happened was when Tokyo Toni and Blac Chyna, and see, this is normal. When you have a family, like a family, and somebody knows that you and your family are in crisis, maybe fighting, arguing, not getting along, or something like that, they tend to try to take advantage of you. Now that Tokyo Toni is like, look, we got some business to handle. This ain't got nothing to do with China, but this has something to do with my grandchild now. It's more personal. So
Hmm.
now that she's standing up for her daughter, I think they're scared because now she got a support system. As long as she didn't have a support system, I think that they would have continued to try to drag this young lady through the mud. I don't know all the intricate details of what's going on, but I hope that this doesn't become a big giant mess. I hope that there could be some peaceful resolution. I hope that they can all apologize and just go on and live their life and allow family. Don't put the child in the middle. That's my main concern. The child is smack dab in the middle because you guys are fighting like cats and dogs, and the kids shouldn't be in the middle of it. Now, somebody's saying you're not taking care of your kid, you say you are. That shouldn't be added into what she's trying to do. She's trying to get the income that is due to her, and that's what we should really be focusing on right now.
And then speaking of a focus, let's focus on the fact that the let's focus on the fact that China's daughter Dreamy was burnt twice by Rob's nanny.
Oh
So
yeah, with them curlers, with those hair curlers. You're right. I
Not
forgot about
once
that.
but twice, you know?
that child shouldn't
So
be able to be in his custody. He should have supervised visitations, even with the nanny. I mean, we don't know if the nanny did it on purpose. Was it an accident? Was the nanny not paying attention? So it's a lot of things that play into that. You know, if she was, they need to do a background to find out, is this nanny, does she have a history of violent discipline, things of that nature,
Mhm.
or did the child walk into something, or if she allowed to run around, the nanny while the nanny is dealing with the stove or the oven, or while the nanny's ironing. What's going on in that household for this child to be injured twice? You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
mhm.
ma'am. And then another thing was weird to me. At the age the child was, who was using hair curlers on the child's hair? And then let's just be honest, the texture of the little girl's hair. Most people probably is just gonna probably put some water spray and stuff and brush it up and let the curlies flow. I think the child was very young. I'm trying to figure out, like you said, why is she around curlers? Period. Because I didn't feel as though she was old enough, and I know times have changed, but I didn't start using no hair colors on my hair till I was like 12 or 13, and I don't think that young girl was that age. I still was wearing ponytails till I got to be like 11 or 12. I know kids maybe not now do that, but I didn't need no curlers. And then if I did, that's when my mama would press my hair or send me somewhere, and somebody else would curl my hair.
Right.
But I'm thinking that little girl wasn't even 3 years old. You see what I'm saying?
Who knows? We who knows what's going on with these people. I
Are they
just
putting a weave in her hair? Why would she need a curl? Why would she need a hair curl? It just seemed like you would just need some, a brush part, some clacker balls, the regular stuff you do for kids.
or just put some rollers in it, wet set it or something. You don't have to put heat on her hair.
Exactly, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that I can say factually that little girl wasn't even 6 years old. I really want to say she was 2 or 3. Like that's what really had me. And like, why is some curlers involved? Period. This child is so little. Cause how old is their daughter? Their daughter can't be 10 years old yet, is she?
I have no idea. I just think they all need psychological evaluation to find out what is the root. cause of you guys' issues, period. What are you guys doing? And the thing that I always say, I tell all my young girls, I'm like, look, before you get involved with anybody, you need to have some deep rooted conversations. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, first of all, if you're going to get involved with a guy, you need to be his friend. Even if he wants you to be his girlfriend, tell him, say, look, I'm interested in you, but let's hold off with that title for a minute and go around his family, see how his family interacts, see how they handle conflict, see what they do, see if they're the like busybody people
So right. I love you,
about
sister. You know
people
what to
that
say.
keep mess going. You gotta have those conversations. You gotta pay attention and get out of the googly, starry-eyed love. And I'm in love
Amen.
and pay attention to the situation that's going on around you because you don't know. You think, because, oh, he's so cute and he this and he that. And then all of a sudden, you get messed around and have a baby by him. Now, moms and sisters and everybody's up in your business and you're going through turmoil. So pay attention and let's not be so quick to be in lust instead of love because
That part, yes.
lust wears off and love lasts. So a lot of us as women, we mix up lust for love, and then we see signs, and because we're so goo goo gaga over people, and it goes for men too. We're so goo goo gaga, and we're in that in love phase. Sometimes you have to handle yourself like you in a business relationship. If you see some stuff, start marking that stuff down, start paying attention because it'll save you a lot of heartache in your relationship. Just because a guy is rich, that don't mean that he's not going to go upside your head. That doesn't mean he's not going to cheat on you. That doesn't mean that his family's not hellions. So we have to start having these honest conversations and with these people that we're involved in. If they tell you one thing, take mental notes of what they said versus what is actually going on. Because one thing I could tell you, if you decide to take that relationship further and marry someone, there is going to be three people walking down that aisle to get married: who you say you are, who you think you are, and who God says you truly are. So that goes for both people. You got to know who you dealing with.
Amen. Can we get an amen? Okay. Listen, I like your point of view. And actually together we break chains. When is the next day? When are you going to be going live? Because I know I have to get on Science Live and I wanted to like pop around to everybody's live.
I don't know when right now I'm just working on some uploads because I just got a couple of emails that's heartbreaking, and I thank you for giving me an opportunity but to talk on your platform, because a lot of people don't know that there are people out here struggling so bad, and they're going through CPS, because like this situation with Rob and Blac Chyna, if they were not as popular as these individuals and had the money that these individuals had, CPS would be there taking all the children out of the house, trying to adopt these children out to better homes. So this is what's going on. CPS is not allowing family members to take children. So if you know anybody that is, or anybody that will deal with CPS, please direct them to my channel and let them know, first and foremost, please do not speak to a CPS social worker. Please do not allow them in your house, because one thing for certain and one thing for sure, it doesn't matter how sweet they talk to you, how nice and kind they act with you when they come to your door. They are there to do one thing and one thing only. They are there to take your children out of your home and to destroy your life, okay? And that's one of the things I need people to understand. Don't say, oh, she was nice, baby. That's a game. What CPS workers do is they come to your door, they let you talk. If you let them in, first of all, you have given up your Fourth Amendment right. They have no jurisdiction to come into your home to question you, talk to your children under an assumption. make them go and get a warrant or a court order from the judge before you let them in your house. If they try to ask you questions, let them know I have nothing to hide and I do not wish to speak to you. I have nothing to hide. I do not wish to speak to you. Don't say anything. Get a tape recorder and record. Like not tape recorder, but a video recorder, because they are notorious for lying and mixing up your words and saying things that you didn't say. If you let them come in your house, you could have a spot on the floor. The baby could have dropped some Kool-Aid. They will say that that little spot was all over the walls, all over the ceilings. The house was dirty. You had one plate in the sink, and they will go from one plate to a house full of dishes. You got one load of dirty clothes, and it's next to the washing machine to be washed. They will write it as though you had 15 loads of clothes with feces. It was urination in the kids' room. The rooms were filthy, dirty, nasty. They will try to destroy you. So do not let them in your house under any assumptions. Okay, so I don't know if I went too far with you guys. I apologize, but I'm very passionate about this, and people's lives are being destroyed. They're having a rally. If you can see a family rights rally, a lot of people. I'm trying to reach them. You can take that poster and that little thing. I'll probably try to send it to you, Queen, and you guys post it because we need to stop CPS from stealing kids from homes, and a lot of those kids are being put into foster homes where the foster parents have prior criminal histories with, fondling children,
Mm,
doing drugs and things of that nature, and you have a
right.
perfectly normal child, and by the time they get into these homes, especially when they snatch your kids are perfectly healthy, and the kids are screaming for mommy, mommy, daddy. What they'll do is they will take them and drug them up on psychotropic medication, and this will give them close to $6,000 per month per child. They done messed your child up, then they send the child back to you, and your child is not the same child anymore if you're lucky enough to get them back.
Wow. No, we definitely want you to come by anytime there's a conversation. This is always an appropriate conversation to lay on the table.
I respect you a lot, sister. I want to make sure I say that. I respect both of y'all.
Oh, I respect
Absolutely.
you
We
I've
too.
learned.
respect.
As long as
Yeah.
I can learn something, I appreciate y'all. I've learned a little something today. So thank you.
That's what it's about. Shoot, if I just said this the other night, if you got to reevaluate your circle. If you don't have people in your circle that's uplifting you, and y'all can share information and fellowship, reevaluate it. Get into those spaces where you get fed. We all like a little drama, but I love to be fed mentally and spiritually.
Hey, Queen, if
Huh?
you don't mind, if they say anything, you can contact me. That video you see where that little kid is crying,
Yes,
can you play that for a couple of minutes and show them people fighting back CPS? Well, they can hear
absolutely.
my voice on here, so they can listen to it and tell them I'm giving you permission to play that one.
Okay, awesome. Yes.
Skip past.
first. Yeah. Just want to ask you a couple questions first.
Yeah, sure.
Just I'm just following my lawyers.
Yeah, no problem.
Just for the record, what was your name? Miss Krupa?
Are you recording me?
Yes, I am. California Penal Code 148 Section G.
I can't allow you to do that.
Yeah, it's California Penal Code 1 Section 48G.
I can't allow you to.
While you're in your official capacity, I have the right as being a public
So if you're
citizen. Yes.
So if you're gonna record me, then I have to leave.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, not seeing you.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Thank you. It's not seeing you. And you're leaving because I'm recording you, ma'am? Yes.
We can't. The department.
But you know, California Penal Code Section 148, subsection G, says I have the
that's fine. And,
I have the right to record you.
If you wish to record me, I'm letting you know that
Yeah.
I'm not giving you permission.
Okay.
So that's fine.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, which doesn't matter because you're a public official. You know that, right? You know that's the law. I'm just going by the law. Just like you guys going by the law. I'm gonna give you permission to search my house, maybe, depending on if you answer the questions. You know. Thank you very much, ma'am. Can I get your supervisor's name?
Is that Denzel?
What is it?
You want her phone number?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You wanna write it down?
So, what's your name and badge number? Both y'all.
Recording as well. Monster Mize 112.
Yeah.
Someone called, we don't know who, saying that there was a lady and some children outside and she wanted us to check on y'all.
Okay, name and badge number.
Yeah, 115.
115?
Mm-hmm.
There's some kids out here.
And a female, and someone called and wanted us to check on them.
Okay,
so when I got here, there was a lady up there and she went up here, so that might be it.
No, my kids are asleep right now.
Okay. Who was outside then? Can we talk to her and make sure everything's okay?
We're about to fuck, dude.
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the problem is. Okay, yeah, Amber, come here. What's up?
I don't know. Clean up the kitchen.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
Someone
Hey,
said, were you out here with kids or something? They just want us to make sure.
No, I wasn't out there with kids. My kids are asleep.
Yeah,
All right.
my kids are asleep, dude.
Holy crap. Okay. Well,
Yeah, holy
all right.
crap.
Well,
Yeah.
as long as you're okay, they
Yeah.
want us to come and check on y'all.
Who called?
I don't, that's the deal. We don't know. That's why we're confused.
You don't know who called.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. Maybe her family, because we've been having problems with her family.
It may have been, man, but I don't know.
Yeah,
That's why I
because
couldn't even find the place.
like I said, look right here. See this right here? About a week or two ago, me and my wife, we were fucking because I got a promotion at my job.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
break down the deal.
And CPS got called.
Okay.
Came out here. She called, not you, your supervisor, and CPS supervisors saying there's nothing fucking wrong here.
Okay. Well, like I said,
Her
someone
family,
called
her family is has been up my ass for 10 fucking years because they think that I beat her up. She got a big black eye because we were fucking on our TV on our table. It broke. Here, I want you all to take this shit, dude.
You want us to take it?
For evidence. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what. Okay, well then, cool.
You can have it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but I don't know why you guys are here. We're about to have.
Because, okay, well, someone called. We have to come. We have to do our job. Someone called.
Okay.
If everything's fine, we'll.
Mr. Podlasky.
Let me know when to keep, because I want to keep going. Is it okay if we keep going too?
Girl, you can go as long as you want, but that dude had me rolling talking about we about to F. I was like,
Right.
that girl, you came to the door naked, whether you know it or not. With his thing swinging. That's why he said I could see.
Yeah, he was excited about that, wasn't he?
Yeah, you can play all you want if they don't mind. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. How are you?
Fine.
So you want to go over the report?
You're here. You can waste my time. Go ahead.
All right. Can we go in the home?
No, I really like to allow you to enter my home, but because I have nothing to hide, but I believe it would violate my constitutional rights.
Why is that? How is that?
I would really like to answer your question because I have nothing to hide, but I believe it would violate my constitutional rights.
How does it violate your constitutional rights?
I'd really like to answer your question. I have nothing to hide. I believe it would violate my constitutional rights.
Okay. All right. Well, so here's our process, right? When we get a report that comes in, it's your right when you have a report to, know that you have a report and to know what's contained in the report and be able to provide, you know, challenge whatever's in the report. So just because it's a report doesn't necessarily mean it's all true. So that's why it's so important that everybody that's listed on the report, that I be able to interview them and find out, is this true? Does that make sense?
I'd really like to answer your question because I have nothing to hide, but I believe it would violate my constitutional rights.
So are you saying that you don't want? Okay. Well, let me just tell you what's on the report, and then you can just, Okay. So it says, as a punishment, the father punches 16-year-old Brandon in the face. The child currently has no visible injuries. In the past, the father has left marks, bruises, and black eyes on the child. In early April, the father punched the child in the face and kicked the child out of the home. The father made no plan for the child. The physical abuse is ongoing. The child is afraid of the father. Do you mind if I see the home?
I'd really like to let you into my home, but I believe it would violate my constitutional rights.
Okay. Do you have anything that you want to say about the report?
I'd really like to answer your question because I have nothing to hide, but I believe it would violate my constitutional rights.
Okay. Well, if at some later date you'd like to have a more in-depth discussion about the report, please give me a call.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't accept things from strangers.
Okay. All right. Mr. Kozlowski, have a great day.
You too.
Is it okay if we discuss this outside?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. So the allegations and I'm going to read them off to you. So it was reported to us that about a week ago, the house that you guys were living in, it was observed to be pretty destroyed. And I talked to you about
right
over the phone, how there was feces on the ground. There was a lot of the furniture was ruined. There was a lot of pile of clothes and diapers all over the home.
There was no diapers. That's ridiculous.
And that's pretty much why I'm here to talk to you about it. Kind of get your perspective.
First of all, where do you get the right to talk to my kids?
So
without my consent.
So our agency is able to talk to your children.
For what purpose?
For their safety.
That is a bunch of crap. I am the parent. That is against my parental right to protect my kids. Your organization is known for ripping children apart from their families and sex trafficking them. Factual. You guys probably are so bored because of this whole coronavirus that you guys are just jumping at the gun for any little thing you can. What are your questions? What do you need? What can I do to help you?
So I'm here to pretty much get your perspective on the allegations.
I know the complainant was John Fenton.
So I
don't you think that's a conflict of interest?
So I cannot.
Full disclosure states that you have to tell me who is the complainant.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can I help you?
Hello?
Hello? Hello, Nolan. Is that you, Nolan?
Yeah, are you home?
No, I'm not home. What can I help you with, Nolan?
So we have a court order. I need to come and look at the premises.
Well, I'm not home, but can you leave a copy of that court order in the mailbox for me?
Are your kids home?
No one's home.
Okay, so when we got here, we saw kids in the home through the window. The wife home?
Yeah, you saw kids through the home.
Through the window?
Oh, did you get a picture of that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well then I don't know who else kids be in the home. They're not there.
Hey, sir, this is Officer Brantley with the Plano Police Department. When will you be home?
Why is that relevant, sir? Did you say
What, sir?
you guys are at my house?
I have a court order to look at the house.
I just that's what I'm saying. Can you leave a copy of that, and then you can come. I'm not saying you can't come by, but we can schedule a time for you to come by and look at my house when I'm home.
When will you be home? That's the thing. When will you be home?
I tell you what, we can leave the court order there, and I can contact my attorney, and we can go from there. Am I under any charges? Am I under arrest? Is there a warrant out for my arrest?
No. And so the court order doesn't say we have to work with your schedule.
I'm sorry, say that again?
The court order does not talk about us having to work with your schedule on it, sir.
Then, well, I'm not saying what the court order says. All I ask is just to leave the court order in the mailbox so I can actually see the court order and validate it with an attorney before I go, let you guys just pop up at my house. I mean,
are you gonna be home
I'm not
tomorrow?
home, so can't really.
We understand that.
Okay.
Are you gonna be home tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be home tomorrow. What time will you come by?
Tomorrow about 5:30.
What time will you be home? Can we do around? Can you do it a little earlier? Can you come a little earlier?
2 o'clock?
2 o'clock? How's like 4? How's like 4 o'clock?
Actually, can we do them early in the morning? Maybe 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock work for you?
No, we work. Can you do like 4?
Okay, I gotta ask, is he trolling them at this point?
Actually, no, he's not. So what's happening is they lied. The window was already open, and um, they were looking through the window. They couldn't see anything. So the female and the male lied and said that they talked to kids through the window, but the kids are actually not home. And so when they call the police officer out, that is only because they're trying to use intimidation. The police officer really should have just stayed back and mind his business because he had nothing to do with it. So with the court order, you are allowed, if you're not at home, to have it dropped inside your mailbox and consult your lawyer. So they're trying to violate his Fourth Amendment rights. They're trying to make him do something against his rights that he's not supposed to do. But they lied to the police in order to get him there. They're not trolling. He's not at home. He's actually on the Ring camera, and they did. I didn't show it, but they did come back again while he was at work. So they tried to, force him to work around their schedule when they can't do that.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, it gets deep.
We're going to finish this up.
Okay.
This is so educational. And they have like all these tactics and they're working together. Like the police is on their side.
No, they're master manipulators. So one of the things I want to say too is if someone gets caught up in the media system and they say, well, we have a doctor for you. Do not ever go to their doctors because they all work together and they will write up a report. If they say that you have, there's an allegation of child abuse, call your own personal doctor right away and have a full physical done by your personal doctor. Those reports are submissible in court. Also, do not sign any type of care plan. If they threaten you, make sure you have a video recorder. If they try to force you to sign anything and say, if you don't, I'm going to take your kids out of your home, they can get in a lot of trouble for trying to do that. Don't sign anything. You see how that man would not even take their card. So I'm trying to show you guys some of the tactics, the manipulation, the lies, the things that they do in order to get into your home. So the other video that's going to be shown, they literally violated his rights. And so he doesn't have an up-to-date video, but I'm going to look at it. But I believe by them violating his rights, they're going to get into a lot of trouble. And plus, someone already won by them doing the same exact thing.
Okay, so thank you for that insight. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not following, please follow Together We Break Change Production on here on YouTube. She is a voice. She is an advocate for CPS and people losing their children into the system. She has some knowledge. She has some input. She has some videos where you can learn what your rights are. Okay. So make sure we are following her. Make sure we are definitely giving her some support. Okay. Let's roll.
With 4:30? 4:30, yeah.
How long will it take?
30 seconds.
30 seconds? Just and what is it that, does the order actually state? What is it that you're actually looking at? Well, you know what, don't worry about it. Just leave the order. I'll check it when I get home. Thank you. 4:30 works. All right, can you repeat that again? I'm sorry. The long guy is kind of loud.
Go ahead and speak to your attorney, and then we'll speak to our program director. We'll call you tomorrow to schedule a time.
Okay. Is there a reason why you guys didn't call me today?
Well, because typically when we do OTI, when we have a court order, we just show up.
Oh, okay. Well, you see, I have the little ring thing.
Yeah, I know you do.
Okay.
That doesn't bother me.
No, I'm not trying to say it bothers you or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I mean, it would have just been better if we could have scheduled it. I could have been there.
I understand that, but there was somebody home when I drove up. So we'll get with your attorney, and then Nolan will give you a call tomorrow, and we'll arrange the time.
Okay, sure. And by the way, I never said that I know everything about the law.
Can I help you?
Yes. Hi. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I don't understand why you're filming this.
I'm filming this for my protection.
Okay, that's fine. Per Thursday, we have an order to enter the home and talk to. I'm here to do that today. Do you comply?
He isn't here today. He says
School hasn't started yet, to my understanding, until next week.
Oh, it started.
Okay. Can I still enter the home today to see that? That's part of the order, so I'm doing what the judge said.
I have a list of questions for you.
You have a list of questions for me. Okay.
Yes.
I can answer that.
I'd like to see some ID.
Sure, that is. That's my ID.
Can I see what it says on it?
It says Department of Children's Services, Mary Lee.
Okay. And so you have the police here. Can I see your ID too?
Sir, they're here to help comply with the order issued from the court.
Can I see your ID, please?
There you go.
Can I see your ID?
Wait, make sure it's not blurry so we
Everybody can see it. Sometimes you get too close, it gets blurry.
Sir, I don't want to cause any trouble.
I'm not trying to cause any trouble here either.
Okay,
I'm just trying to protect my constitutional rights.
I completely agree, and I want to get
Okay, first of all, do you have a warrant?
I have an order issued from the judge. Yes.
May I see the order?
The order is in court, and it has been issued. You are aware of this order.
May I see the court order in writing?
Okay. I will go get that order then, but I was hoping we could do this without that.
I would also like to know, what is your probable cause or exigent circumstances that my children are in imminent danger?
Sir, I would like to talk to all this about you. I have been trying.
What is your probable cause or exigent circumstances that my children are in danger?
Okay, there is a report filed with the department. I'm trying to finish my job and do that report. I don't want to be involved in your life as much as you want to be involved in mine, okay?
Do you have a reason to enter my home that my children are in imminent danger?
Sir, for non-compliance with the department, it has come to this. I did not want it to come to this. Can we please work together and figure this out?
My children are not in imminent danger, and you know that.
Sir, I'm not saying that. Why can't we figure this out together? That's all I want to do.
I'm trying to help you out here, too.
Okay.
I'm trying to protect my constitutional rights.
I understand.
And the fact that I'm out here right now, okay, is telling you that I'm trying to help you out with your investigation. Okay, I'm not impeding your investigation. I'm trying to protect my constitutional rights.
Why couldn't we do this? Why couldn't we have done this conversation earlier and it wouldn't come to
Because
this?
you came up to my wife and my child in my driveway and you threatened us.
Sir,
You told her that me and my wife abused my children.
I did not tell any such
You
thing.
said so in front of my child.
Sir,
she had a witness. And that's the reason why I have not let you in my house or speak to my child.
You can say all that you want, sir.
I'm telling you the truth.
I have to report to you.
I am telling you what I was told by both my wife and my child.
Sir, I have to report to you what was said. And I can't talk with police here.
No.
I have to, what was said.
No.
Sir.
That's not what was said.
Sir. Okay, let me explain this to you, okay? Anyone can call in a referral to the department, okay? Per whatever that person says in the referral, your right is to know what is said in that referral.
That is not what you said to my wife and my child.
Sir, I did. That is what is said in the referral.
You accused us of being abusers.
I did not accuse. I have to tell everything that was reported, and then the person explains what happened. That is what happened.
And did I not also send you a fax that explained everything that happened that day?
Sir, a fax doesn't say what happened or what not. I have to speak to the person in person to prove or not. That's my job. I apologize.
Okay, well, you've spoken with me in person now.
Okay.
Okay, now you can finish your investigation.
Sir, I still have to talk to your son.
Well, you can go talk to him at school.
And I still have to see the home, so...
You don't have to see the home as per your investigation.
Yes, I do.
If you want to enter my home, I'm not going to stop you from doing your investigation, but you're going to have to do so against my consent.
Sir, I don't understand why we can't work together and do it. Do you understand what
the judge said? That you may proceed with your investigation.
And to enter
Does your investigation require you to perform a warrantless search on my home based on uncorroborated hearsay?
Sir, now because the court is involved, I am to enter the home. I will go and get the order to show you, okay? And we can figure that out. To see your son, what school does your son go to so I can go see him?
He goes to...
Okay, thank you for your cooperation on that. I will go and get the signed order from the judge. And
does the signed order allow you to enter my home without a warrant?
Sir, that is part of the signed order, is to cooperate with this.
I'm cooperating with your investigation, but I'm also standing up for my constitutional rights.
I understand that you're confused with this, so I want to help you out as much as possible. I don't want to be intruders on your home at all. I just want to get this over with, you know.
I want to see if the court order does not say that you have to enter my home.
Okay.
You will not have my consent.
I understand, sir. I will go get that order right now, okay? And I will return to the home later today. I'm letting you know that.
Do what you want to do.
Okay, and I'm letting you know.
Okay, you will not have my consent. That's all I'm going to say.
Even if I have an order saying I don't need your consent, that's what I'm saying. The order is saying to enter the home.
Here's how I see it.
Okay, tell me how you see it.
If you knew that you could enter my home, you would have done so already.
Sir,
that is not it at all. I want to work together. You're clearly, whoever you're filming this for sees that I'm trying to work with you. I don't want to be an intruding.
You're trying to work with us by threatening us.
Sir, there was no
and telling
threat.
us that we abuse our children.
Sir, I explained to you before. A referral is made. In the referral, it states a certain allegation. I can see where the confusion could have been pertaining to an allegation.
And I wrote a written statement to clear up any inconsistencies with such allegations.
How do I know if you wrote that? It could be some Joe Schmo. How do I know that?
Really?
Why are you saying really to me? It's true. There's no proof that I could say that you ever wrote that.
And there's no proof that the allegations against us are true
That's
either.
That's exactly what I'm trying to disprove. Exactly, you just said it. I'm trying to disprove it. I don't want to be involved in this any more than you want me to.
Well, please.
So I want to disprove it. I want to close your case. That's all it had to be, was in and out, done. That's all it could have been.
I'm not going to let you violate my constitutional rights just because you think I might be a child abuser.
Sir, anyone, like I told you, anyone can call a referral in, and that's what happened. It can be as easy as letting me in the home, letting me talk to the child, and easy as verifying the information that was said and what wasn't said.
Well, you have to understand one thing.
I know, I do understand what
you have to understand that you came up to my wife and my child and accused us of these things.
I didn't accuse anyone,
and you were rude and unprofessional.
I was not rude and unprofessional.
Yes, you were.
Sir.
You were very rude. And you were very unprofessional. And that is what my wife and my
Wow.
Yes, very, very, very interesting, very educational. Where would we be without you together?
I don't know. I had to mute it because I wanted to make sure that I didn't get a copyright strike. So I did. You guys probably go over there on your own time and watch it. Because what he was saying was absolutely right at the bottom. She started getting erratic, and you notice between the first policeman and this one, they didn't say a word, and that's what their position should have been all along. You know, they should not have said a word. They should have, because there's a difference from an allegation. If you get an allegation, that is a civil issue, and it's not a criminal issue. So you have to know the difference between civil and criminal, because they cannot come in your house on a civil issue, but if you have a criminal issue, they can come up in your house. So right now, dealing with them is only civil, and I'm telling you, I don't know when I'm gonna go live, but I got so many notes and things that I've been, girl.
Yeah. Do you have an Instagram?
I don't do Instagram. I really don't. I haven't gotten into that yet. I have one, but I never use it.
Okay, how about this? I'm going to post my email, and you could send me an email and we can converse there. I definitely want to give more education on this topic, and just with family in general. You know, we might have some mothers out there that need some parenting advice, maybe cooking advice, to the young parents and the people that probably just miss those skills in their life.
Yeah, but we definitely have to be careful. Years ago, I was involved in the CPS system. It was no fault of my own, but I didn't have a bad outcome. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Thank God it wasn't anything that I did on my own, but I've actually watched people go through CPS and saw some of the things that took place. And it's not a fun thing, because once you get involved with CPS, you see the manipulation, you see how they try to be friendly. All they want to do is get inside of your house and talk to your kids. Never ever allow them to have access to you If they have a court order, you make sure you have a lawyer, a CPS lawyer. Don't go get a family law lawyer because they will chew those lawyers up and you will lose your case. So there's so much that I'm learning. I'm learning as I go. You know what I'm saying? So I just have a real passion because I'm someone, like I said, someone emailed me and told me they're still going through hell 2 years later, um, after the CPS came in and took their child. And girl, let me tell you, you would not believe this, Tosa.
Go ahead.
The husband got pissed off at his wife because she took the TV remote and called CPS on her, and the child was actually in the same house. CPS came and took the child out of the home because the dad got pissed off because mom took the
The
TV remote.
remote.
Now they're going through hell. So people are using CPS as a means to hurt people, and you got to stop doing that because you're not just hurting that person, you're hurting the child because you're sending that child through lifelong trauma.
Yes, and CPS is nothing to play with. I know I was in CPS at one point in time in my life, and it's not nothing cool. It was a money grab. My foster mom, she was a money grab,
Right.
and she spent me and my brother's funds on her kids and stuff. So yeah, I would not. The experience was traumatizing.
Yeah.
I would not want to relive that ever again.
But you know what? I was saying that, I had asked the question. I said, and I know we changed this from Blac Chyna, and I
And
apologize.
listen, no, 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 no. Don't be apologizing. Listen, whatever the universe say, address, we gonna address it.
Yeah, so the thing that trips me out is that people literally don't understand the repercussions behind CPS. They don't understand that, you may be mad at this person momentarily, you call CPS, and then the ball gets rolling. You're living your life. But I feel this way, and I hope that someone actually sees your channel and like kind of help me out with this. I feel like with CPS, they're giving these parents all this money for kids. I pray that there's like a mandatory $1,000 to $2,000 that they have to take out of that check per month and put into a bank account or give it to the kids before the money reaches that home or that parent, and it
Mhm.
goes into the bank account. And when that child ages out, they will have a nest egg instead of being homeless, instead of being a prostitute and stuff like that. Because that's what it leads to. Once they age out, they have nothing. These families see them as cash cows, and they have nothing, absolutely nothing. And I heard some guy said, "Oh, homeless people are lazy," and I got so angry. I literally cussed him out and told him, "You don't know why these people are homeless. You don't know what they've been through in order to be homeless, and you just make a blanket statement. What if tomorrow your house burns down and your insurance company say they're not going to pay because you might have been a day late paying your house insurance, and then
Mm.
you end up homeless? Are you lazy? So let's be honest and stop talking stupid." But yeah, we definitely got to educate people and stop using CPS as a weapon against people, because now they're going to. I say they should stop allowing anonymous calls to come through, but log in who called, but not use their name if they feel really threatened. So that way, when they find out it's a false allegation, then they will be responsible for, what I forgot what the word is, giving the people back the money for being put in the system in the first place.
Compensation.
Huh?
They'll have to compensate them.
Yes, thank you. They will have to compensate the family for making the false call in the first place. But then again, what I'm finding out is a lot of the classes that CPS are sending you to are bull crap and bogus. It's just time consuming. Some of them do it in order to make you miss court dates and, mess you up so you won't appear in court so that you can lose your children. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes. And when you get to if you have to hire a CPS lawyer, make sure that it's a child dependency lawyer, a CPS dependency juvenile lawyer, and don't go for somebody that's two, three, $4,000. You're going to get messed over. Those lawyers are very expensive, and some people are like, "Oh, that's a lot of money," but is it worth you getting your kid back? And the answer should be yes, it's worth me paying that kind of money to get my kid back, because you would pay for a brand new car, you would go get you a Birkin bag, you'll go get you a Louis Vuitton, you would do all of that. So your kid should be just as valuable as those needs, wants, and desires.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I want to thank you for coming by the show. And speaking of Blac Chyna, now, do you think that CPS, like if CPS was to jump into her life right now, what do you think? I don't know. How do you think that'll turn out?
I think that because she has a support system, she has a very strong support system. I think it would be difficult, but my question would be, why will they not go investigate what happened to that child at Rob Kardashian's house? That would be the main focus. The child was injured there twice, not in the care of Blac Chyna, so that would not be a issue for Blac Chyna, because if the child was not in her care during the time of being burnt twice, so then they need to go investigate the worker and find out what was done and what happened, and how did this child get burned? Where was Rob, and what was he doing when this child was burned and injured? In your home. So that would be something that I would definitely look into. I would not necessarily bother with Blac Chyna, because you could tell she loves her kids, but I want to go to the place where the injury took place.
Absolutely. That part right there, in my spirit, I'm feeling like that's gonna come up in the in the case. I feel like they're gonna try to paint a narrative. However, I'm happy that she did get rid of those three cars, because now she can focus, and I'm happy that her mom and her are on a solid level.
Right.
And it just seems like it's a refresher just seeing them together, and hearing Tokyo, stand up for her daughter, right, wrong, or indifferent. I feel like Tokyo and China, well, they Tokyo knows how to move. I'll say that.
Right.
And Tokyo is calculated with how she moves. And she's not a dumb woman by far. And if you made it easy for me to come up was a person,
Right.
it would be them, because I know the numbers, the 100 million. I don't know if she's suing them individually 100 million, but I want to say, oh, hey, Andrea Nelson, I didn't even see you just popped in. Okay, hello. Um, wow, what was I going to say?
You
I
were
just
talking
had a,
about the money,
it was about the money.
the 100 million. You don't know if she's going to sue them 100 million each, or individual, or just all in one boat.
In one vote, right? But Kylie was supposed to have been a billionaire, and that wasn't true.
Right.
I just feel like the Kardashians are gonna suffer a money loss with this one.
You know what? And then let's think about it like this too, okay? And I can agree with you, but let's think of it like this: how many friends does the Kardashians' dad still have that may rub noses with the judge's decision? We got to think about that too, because if they could grease one another palms, then she may not get as much as she want, because you got to think he still has some pull, even though he's no longer here on this earth. You get what I'm saying? So there's still
Right.
some sort of loyalty to the name Kardashian, even if he's not here. So we got to look at that as well. You get what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of that going on.
Absolutely. Uh yeah, the loyalty, because he's done probably work for and got some of their people off. So wow. I didn't
Yeah.
look at that point, but now that you say that, you make a really good point.
Yeah. So my thing is this: if you were to ask me the question, what would I do as being Blac Chyna and the mom Tokyo Tony?
Uh-huh.
I would not run around and have a lot of interviews trashing and being disrespectful to these individuals, because that can also be used in court as harassment, slander, intimidation. I would be silent. I would not discuss anything that's going on, but I would move in silence because they will be looking for a way out. They will cry. It's something crazy, and you guys forgive me, and you may not agree with me, but there's something different when a Blac woman has tears versus a white woman having tears. It seems as though if a white woman has tears, they get more pull than the Blac woman that is crying. So they may even pull that card. They may even pull witnesses out. Excuse me, my phone is ringing. They may even pull other people out that will try to advocate for them and make up other things against Blac Chyna. Well, there are videos out there that shows that her and her mom was warring with one another. Her mom was saying this, that, and the third. So those things could be used to try to damage her reward that she's seeking after as well. Forgive my ringtone. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're okay. Well, I know Tokyo Tony was on a live the other day, and I believe she said that they had struck her YouTube channel or they had struck one of her channels.
Yeah. I mean, it's beginning. They have to tread lightly. And see, I would move in silence until, I wouldn't post anything. I wouldn't go live. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't do anything different. But what I would do is I would definitely be on guard, like I said, because they still have a lot of people that has loyalty to that family. And you have to move really, really, and really carefully when you're dealing with people with that type of clout, because they're looking at you like you just another Negro with a Kardashian baby, so they really don't care, and it's unfortunate that they had videos out there showing their battles one against another. It's really sad. So I would definitely change up. I would get some advice on how to change up, and if she gets a lawyer, I hope that lawyer would tell her start moving in silence even after you win, or however it goes. Stay moving in silence. Don't, because I feel like they're going to also try to bring Tiger in it as well to try to see if they can get something on her. Hi, April. How you doing, sweetie? That's what I feel, and I feel it's going to be really, really messy. But you have an opportunity to. It says that a quiet spirit can calm a storm. So if you go in there with the quiet spirit and not screaming and yelling and all you son of a biscuits and you mother forwards and you stupid and you this, be professional. Show up, be professional, because they're expecting for them to act ignorant in any type of capacity.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna. So what you're saying is they just need to be trigger. They need to be ready for the triggers because the Kardashians are definitely gonna try to trigger them to get that reaction. Um,
Exactly.
but you know what? I don't think that the girls listen. I don't think they made it this far. I don't think that they're going to have a problem with that in court.
I
You
think it
know,
will. I think it will. I think that, I mean, because you got to think of something. People like to
oh yeah,
push.
it will. Well, I got to take that back. I'm sorry. It will get tough because when the secrets
Yeah.
start hitting the fan. But
Right.
listen, this is the thing. I don't know if you know that, but Tokyo Tony has, when I tell you she has content, she has info, videos. She has stuff to back up her stuff. So I feel like when she was documenting, and we're gonna call it documenting, because she was getting the receipts. Yeah, See, some of the people think, oh, well, just because me and my mama into it today, that we're gonna be into it forever.
Right. Misconception.
You,
Mis-
you you missed me with that one. And it's like her mother is bad. She's on her side. she's gonna fill in those missing pieces, and she gave her that one-on-one talk. Get your ish together,
Right.
pull
But
it
look
together.
how crafty people can be. Let's say we know what pillow talk is about, right? So we've all had pillow talk. We've all
Uh-huh.
had pillow
Are
talk,
we
right?
talking about pillow talk with Bay or just regular pillow talk?
Pillow talk. Hey, Bay too. We all have pillow talk. Hi, pillow talk with Bay. If you're out there, I don't see. I'm on another
Hey,
screen.
April.
But we
Hey,
all had
April.
pillow talk one time or another with our significant other. Okay, and we've disclosed some things. We've all been hurt where she was hurt by her mom, and she might have said certain things and don't remember because at the time she was hurt. They could throw all those little private, intimate conversations that may piss Tokyo Tony off. But if she was smart enough to tell her mom, "Hey, mom, when I was mad at you, I might have said some things that may come out that they might use against
Uh-huh.
her." So I just want to put you on aware that he may tell you some things that I said, when I was angry with you. So let's be careful and let's be aware of all that. But like I said, they're gonna use tactics that any tactic that they can to keep that bag because they're not trying to get that money up. They're gonna use anything and everything and anyone and everyone that they possibly can in order to keep that money in their pockets.
Yeah, by any means necessary.
There you go.
But can you blame them? It's just like, okay, it's a dirty world.
I don't want to give up all that kind of money, man. I mean, honey, I'd be so upset with Rob right now. Oh, I would be so mad. But you know what? One of the things that I noticed with Rob is very intimidated by his mother. Extremely intimidated. You can tell that
Yeah.
if he snapped her finger, he will probably jump. And we're not seeing. We see the TV side of that family, but how do we not know that there is some military type of behavior with the mom that is being directed at those girls that have them in the order in which she has them operating. So everybody behind closed door have a secret. Everybody it's just weird. My mind just goes, and I'm telling you, I be thinking so deep. Sometimes I be like, "You going too far," but then it end up being exactly what I'm, feeling. And I feel like that if she has that much control over a young man as a mother, then there's something there that she broke him down, and that's what I feel like. And she used that same thing to break, to teach their daughters how to break men down, and get men in a vulnerable state and learn how to break them down. And if you learn that tactic, you can break any man down that is not a strong man.
Did it miss Chloe?
You know what? I don't know. I think Chloe was like, you know what? I ain't gonna be in y'all mess. I'm just gonna do me. And a lot of you can see Chloe is basically like, I'm gonna do me. You know,
Yeah.
she's one of those people that not everybody is gonna follow suit. You may have that parent like, okay, let's use this movie for example. Not Dream Girls. What's that one that Whitney Houston played in?
Oh,
The girl called Sister, and they were singing. Oh my
um,
God, I seen it not too long ago. Um, um, anyway, there was three sisters, and Whitney Houston was the mother, and Mike Epps was one of the girls' husband. Because the youngest daughter had a dream, she broke away from her mother's grips and did what she wanted to do. She went ahead and she sang and wrote her songs and did what she wanted to do. You have some kids that will break that code and say, "Look, I'm gonna live my life because hey, when you die, I still gotta live." And you got some that are so intimidated and so scared of their parents that they will follow the rules. And I think that Chloe is one of those that was like, you know what? I know your tricks, I know your tactics, and I think that Chloe would be the one that could destroy her mom.
absolutely. I feel like she will be the one to do that too. However, I don't know. This is just going to be something that we're going to have to follow very, very close. Today was just the first day of the jury selection. The trial is supposed to go on for 10 days. So I guess we will be reporting on it anytime that we get some leads.
Yeah.
But
You know,
yeah,
I don't know everything, so I don't want anybody to think I know everything because I really don't. I'm just giving my own opinion, and I could be wrong. It's two left shoes, But it's always good to dialogue and let's pluck other people's brains and see what they feel because
yeah,
sometimes what you feel, other people may be feeling the same thing, but nobody wants to say it.
absolutely. And on that note, as far as following and subscribing, can you let the people know where they can follow you and subscribe to you, and just let them know what they can expect to get?
Okay, my channel is Together We Break Chains Production, and I have a passion for people that are going through CPS and the corruption that's going on, and I definitely want to help people, with the knowledge that I'm gaining. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a paralegal, so I would not be able to represent you, lead you, and guide you in any court setting, but what I will do is continue to post information as I learn so that it may help you, so that you'll know what steps to take, or your friends and family may know what steps to take. But one of the things I want everybody to know first and foremost, if anybody is going through CPS or somebody happened to tell you, the first thing I want you to let them know is please do not open your mouth, act like you are a mute, do not talk to them. Go get you a CPS lawyer, a certified CPS lawyer. Do not get a family law lawyer. They do not understand the dynamics inside the court. They will be chewed up. And if you lose, you'll blame the lawyer, and it won't be the lawyer's fault. So I want to stress, if you want to email me, it's in my about section. If you have a question, I will definitely do the research for you. I have no problem doing the research for you to find out what information you want me to bring to you. Okay, so um, there is a lawyer that you can contact for free consultation, and his name is oh Lord, Vincent Davis, Davis, and he's located out here in Los Angeles, California. But you definitely can call in and talk to his office, and they may be able to lead you to someone that can help you. And the area code is 888. The phone number also is 888-6582. And they have streams every night, but I don't know the name of the actual site. So if you need any type of consultations, definitely call Vincent Davis. You can find him on the internet, and he will have a 626 number as well. So they're going to be having a rally also uh, to march up against CPS to stop the corruption of people being, like kids being snatched out of their homes. So I try to give as much information as I can. And I thank you so much, Queen Tulsa, for allowing me to speak on your platform. I thank you to all the people that are listening, all the members that are a part of your channel. Thank you guys for allowing her and helping her to get to 1K. And let's get her up to 100K, all the way up to a million, you guys. Let's spread the word. Let's, share these videos and tell people about her, because it's not a lot of people that will say, hey, go subscribe. They'll be like, shoot, I'm getting all the people I can. Forget you. You better get your own. And I appreciate her for that so very much. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. It's a family situation around here. Definitely, you guys, please go follow Together We Break Chains production. She's a great content creator. We're going to be working together here soon when we can um, find a date out of our busy schedules. But yes, most definitely, it's all love, positivity, and
I'm gonna email you my phone number so we can talk better.
okay. Listen, actually, just screenshot my number right there, the 940 number. I have access to that phone.
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. I can do
Oh,
it. I
there we
could,
go.
I could definitely do that. That will
Yeah,
definitely work for me.
Absolutely. Let's stay in touch. And until next time, my sister, I love you. And we're out.
All righty. Bye, everybody.
Bye.